Hi, we're Midgard Lobster, and we have a question. Are alligators just snakes with legs?
What if snakes were just alligators without legs?
Um, then that would be the same question, really.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain.
Why are you saying that again?
Sickness moves faster than influenza.
He's saying it again because the sickness moves faster than influenza.
I guess.
Wah!
Get down with the influenza.
I mean, I have had the influenza and I definitely went down hard. I just went to sleep and tried to sleep it off.
I want to beat down this door.
It's locked, all right.
It's locked, alright.
It's locked by vampire magic. We cannot break
Vampire
it.
magic. What about Ron magic?
I don't know. I feel like Ron magic would be more power. Maybe it is Ron magic. That is the most powerful magic.
I guess.
Like, I don't think there's any magic as powerful as Ron magic.
Cut me with his hands.
Get over here so I can cut you. I love that thing. Pick of Destiny was a good movie.
Pick of Destiny was a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Grave. Dave Grohl's best part in any movie.
Oh yeah, he was the devil.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that he loves metal?
Who, Dave Grohl?
Yeah. He's the devil. He loves metal. It's from the lyrics.
It's from the lyrics, yeah.
I made a joke about the movie.
Good job.
Thank you.
I'm gonna drink this person.
Do it. Numb his face. Or actually his neck. He is aggravated with damage. You found your damage aggravating. I mean, damage is aggravating though, so I get it.
A spear. Sodium hypochlorite.
And quicillin.
And ferrous tartrate. And a watch. And a glass vial.
Nice.
Did I? Yeah, I already checked here.
Do you think they're called watches because they tell time? Or because you see them with your eyeballs?
I have no idea why they're called a watch.
Because you watch them constantly. So you can tell time to fuck off.
What?
I mean, it's just a construct. Much like laws, civilization, medicine. Or I mean medicine as in the discipline, like learning medicine, like practicing medicine. Not just like medicine as in anti-inflammatory medicine or something like that.
Yeah, this turned way weirder than I wanted it to.
I have a habit of doing that.
What's in the box?
Those small bottles.
Two of them, in fact. Welcome to the hospital. Yeah, is she up here? No, it's Swansea. That's
Hey, it's unknown.
Thomas Elwood.
There's two Pokemon there.
What?
Two unknowns.
Oh, they're unknowns with a K.
Oh.
Alright, I'm gonna talk to this
Good
person.
evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I
I'm
have a
Dr.
dope hat.
Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
What?
A euphemism for what? Or does euphemism have a separate meaning that I don't know of?
How would you describe
I'm not
the
familiar with it, at
situation in
least.
Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Get a grip, woman!
You must get a hold of yourself.
You're being hysterical.
Sorry. I'm exhausted.
Let me administer this orgasm.
Any idea when this epidemic will be
I
over?
love that was the thing.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever.
That's actually why they
Even the
invented
Black Plague
vibrators.
didn't kill everyone.
Doctors' hands were getting tired. I'm not even fucking kidding.
But what if this
Good
epidemic
Lord.
was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
It's kind of dark.
How long have you been a nurse?
Or long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You would be surprised.
Fucking change your
I
attitude,
don't like
bitch.
your attitude, Nurse Hawkins. Pessimism can be as lethal as the epidemic in times like these.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
Don't have to give a pep talk, just stop
How
being
is
so
the Pembroke
sad.
staff coping with the epidemic?
Openly.
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
I am a doctor.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he
Yeah, let's
deserved
keep
it
it like
or
this.
not.
Yes.
Great haircut.
Talking
Why does
about
Milton
my bad
dislike
reputation?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
People dislike to look at my frown, talking about my bad reputation.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
And good riddance, you grumpy grump.
I know we're looking for Dorothy Crane, but I'm gonna
Click
go
your
talk.
heels 3 times.
I'm gonna talk to this guy.
No, wait, she has to click her heels 3 times.
Threels.
3 heels. That's 3 heels, Ron.
I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague. Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana. Pawnbroker and humble guardian. of
You're
this
not a real
What do
doctor
you
anyway.
mean? You used to be.
He's
a
not even real science.
Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
No, you didn't. You were a liar.
He is?
Sorta, kinda. He was,
A plague doctor. He poked peasants with a stick. That's the good life, by the way.
That's the good life. Gotta get yourself a peasant smacking stick.
And a dope mask.
But no, he was mistakenly taken for a field medic.
Yeah.
So he had to learn on the job.
Nice.
So he started
Do you
calling
work
himself
here alone?
a
Yes,
doctor.
very easy work, sir.
Wow.
All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
They don't have no names, you just don't know their
Why
names.
close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Nice.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore.
He just
All
called you a
gone.
poof.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people
Don't speak
fear
ill of the dead
or
like
just
that.
have respect.
They're not poofs.
No, he called you a
As a
poof.
medic
You're
during
the main
war,
character.
I learned to face my death. And the
Yeah, but
death
like,
of others.
don't speak ill of the
It's
dead.
pain
Oh yeah,
we
true.
have to
He's
take.
no, he's
Not
undead.
Don't speak ill of the undead.
He
How
okay.
did you
He
get
used
this
to be
job
dead, but then he
after I left
stopped.
the army? I worked
It's
as an
undead.
undertaker down by the docks. A
is a
dangerous
nice
place with
jacket.
many an
Tweet,
unpleasant business.
tweet. Oh, that only
Milton
makes sense if
Books
you're
helped me get a
Icelandic, I
job.
guess.
Well,
Have we
Or is it a
I
translated
don't
song?
think
it is one of the translated
Oh,
songs.
okay. So it
When we first talked,
may
you
make
said
sense
you
to
were
like
It does not.
have a person.
It does
at
not.
most.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came
They do
here
not?
a few nights ago,
No, it's a song from the like 1950s,
and she was looking for your
and
She must
it's
be
not-
very
Did
relieved.
they rewrite the lyrics?
they did
Ah,
very
okay.
much so.
a pawnbroker. I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
I would much rather be a pawn
Who
richer than a
comes here to
pawnbroker.
trade with you? It's very
Da-da-da-da-da.
unhygienic,
Hey.
even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the
Need a
customers,
fucking soundboard with the
I'm very
fucking
cautious, sir.
thing,
I've been a doctor,
so I can press it on every time you make a shit joke like that.
That's why I picked up drumming
I think I
actually,
only
so I
know
could make my
good
own.
people.
brts. Not really, though.
What kind of goods?
I
With the
figured.
quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
He likes to help.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No, I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Why, though?
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir,
What a weird thing.
everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
I don't think that's how it works.
So you're ready
neither.
to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reed, I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
I like this guy.
Yeah, he's alright. He's a bit of a dumbass, though.
Please show me what you have to say.
Concerning the whole
It's
calling
just
yourself
trinkets
a-
and curios, really.
calling yourself
But I'm sure they can
like
be
a
useful.
past doctor when you
Yeah.
were never a doctor in the first place.
Ooh, an enigmatic formula? Nice.
That's the main reason I talked to him.
What does it do? Is it just like, hey, new formula? Make this for your baby.
Yeah, it's baby formula.
I knew it. I would have thought, though, that baby formula would just be sperm and egg.
How can we be sure we're making a difference?
Or is that not what they mean by baby formula?
Unknown. Blood quality unknown.
That's mighty unknown of him. Wait, you found a cowboy?
Finally,
not.
you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Diseases decrease the blood quality of a citizen. Use the correct medicine to heal them. Speak to the patient in the room behind Dorothy to check his medical status.
But wait, open the, like, supernatural vision again. Where's... I swear, yeah, see. Cowboy.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
How is she not a cowboy? Oh, okay, never mind. When you see the colors, it makes sense, but when you don't, she looks
Good
like
evening.
a fucking cowboy.
I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No,
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Press the right button to check the medical status of the citizen. Healing a citizen will increase his blood quality and will reward you with XP. Health status of the district will also improve.
Nice.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see.
What?
Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
What?
How painful is your throat, Mr.
So painful
I'll let you get...
I'm alright.
This guy's fucking
Good
weird.
evening, Mr. Goswick.
I'm okay.
Not when you get to know why he did that.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Also, look at his neck.
Yeah?
It's bruised all the way around.
Oh, someone tried to hang him? Or he tried to hang himself?
Except on the back. Yeah, he tried to hang himself.
Do you need
Oh.
any help?
afraid I may, sir.
So he broke the
I don't mean
nose.
to be a burden.
Or like clipped it or something. Don't give medicine.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
All right,
I have
goodbye.
to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Throw money at it.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
What does that even mean?
I'm not a historian, so I don't know what the
Like, does she teach them trades or gold digging or what? Because, like, could be either one based on her explanation.
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
So, you know that people are charging for beds here?
Which is rude.
Yeah.
And highly inappropriate, I think. I don't know how practicing medicine worked in that time, but hopefully not like that.
No. Remember, Citizen's Blood will provide you a massive XP boost. Look for citizens of your mesmerized level or below and choose wisely. Yeah, I don't want to talk to you either. I want to talk to Edgar Swansea. Oh, actually, I want to talk to this person. She's hilarious.
She seems cool. Just standing there all
Good evening, miss.
like,
I'm Dr.
rumbly.
Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon.
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well,
My
tonight maybe
clementines.
I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
She is awesome.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of pustulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's
I
a
have.
mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say?
Is that actually still a thing?
Petty mortal. You can't
I
even
would
begin to
assume
understand
so.
the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
Wait, if you drink people, do
The
they
staff
die or
here
do they
are
turn
not
vampire?
your enemy.
Wait,
They're
what?
here
If
to
you
help you,
drink
to
people?
care for you.
I'm not
Do
speaking.
they die or turn into vampires?
Die. They need to drink you to become vampires.
Can we make her
For
drink
I
us?
am a vampire.
I see.
Then she won't be
Don't
delusional
worry.
anymore, she'll just be
These
right.
people will not find you here. I'll
Correct.
personally make sure they leave you alone.
But
Thank you,
I
mortal.
haven't
Would
found.
Do
you-
not
her.
interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
That's cute.
Actually, weren't a match for them. We far, like,
Who are
way
you really,
surpassed their
Miss
skills. Because they're
I mean,
non-existent.
apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
No, it's
Steve
such a long
Jobs.
time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
Alrighty
I'll
then.
leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Love that woman.
Hmm?
A long letter.
That's pretty long.
Yep. And
Pro
it tells
tip
us
if you
more
want-
about Pippa Hawkins. It tells us that she's thinking about quitting the Pembroke Hospital.
Well, she saves beds for those who can pay, so she probably has the money for it. That horrible person.
Yeah. Especially since this is not a rich person hospital.
I know, this is like, we'll take anyone hospital, I assume.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know, I'm kind of anti...
Oh, I didn't explain where I'm going. I'm going up there because that's where the people who are watching her are.
Hmm.
See?
Ah. But yeah, I'm kind of anti-paying for better medical treatment. I feel like everyone should just be entitled to awesome medical treatment.
Yeah, I agree. Taxes should pay doctors.
Hmm. That bomber care, man.
Bamber here.
Bomber care. I believe in that bomber care, man. I don't think anyone actually talks like this, though. I'm not great with accents. Get drunk.
There's one of them vermin.
A leech, if you will.
Yes.
If you want, then it's something else. Dude, he's twerking. Twerk that.
But that's his ass.
Twerk that.
Like that's genuinely impressive actually.
Yeah. He's actually headbanging so hard that it makes him twerk.
That is the dumbest thing I've
He
ever
is
seen.
twerking 9 to 5.
Come on, stop that. Sir,
Twerking
sir,
for a
I'm gonna
living.
have to ask you to stop.
He won't stop till you pay him for his twerking
Yes,
or
so.
something.
3 days ago, one of our new recruits heard a rumor about the presence of a female vampire hiding in the Pembroke Hospital, London East End. All we have is her first name, Thelma. Your mission is to discreetly go there and observe any suspicious activity concerning said leech, then report directly back to us, and we will decide what action should be taken.
Wait, are these guys that inept? They just... I love this guy.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Oh, there we go.
Aww.
He stopped.
Like, if I had to die, this is how I'd want to go. Just like flailing on the floor like a Elder Scrolls NPC.
Like someone who has a grand mal seizure? Or is that a dog-only thing? I don't know.
I have no idea.
Viewer, tell us. We're too lazy to Google things.
Googling is for the peasantry.
Like, I know there's such a thing as micro seizures.
Hmm?
Like, which barely affect you in daily life, but
Yeah.
they can hurt you, like, hell of a lot.
Yeah.
And there's, like, minor seizures that impact you a bit. And then there's, like, crazy-ass seizures, like on the floor foaming at the mouth kind of thing.
Yeah. I wonder if there's any kind of, like, super specific seizure where, like, just your arm would flail or something like that.
Could be.
That'd be weird. Like, I don't know enough about the mechanism of seizures to be able to say, but... Hell, I hope there isn't, I guess, because that would mean there would be less total seizures. Seizures are fucking bad, so yeah.
Yeah, seizures are
But it would
horrifying
still
things.
be... Yeah. It would still be interesting to know.
Wait, who am I gonna talk to again? I forgot. Oh yeah,
Batman.
I was gonna return his wallet to him.
Oh, he
Good
lost his
evening.
wallet?
Good evening,
Yeah.
Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
No,
Damn
I've
right
stopped.
I am.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I
I wanna
retrieved your
fucking
wallet
punch you.
with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Yes.
Not at all.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
I find it sad that that used to be a thing, though.
Why do you have such a mediocre
Yeah, me
reputation
too.
among your colleagues,
weird.
Milton?
It really is.
Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since... well,
He's different. Kill him.
this city was sick long before
Also,
the
he's
epidemic.
slightly different,
I know,
so
it's a
he
different
shouldn't date
task,
someone that's
but
different
correct
from
me
him.
if I'm
What?
wrong. Is this not
Like,
the
does
job
that
you
mean
are
men
paid
should
to
only
do?
date other
I've
men?
seen
Because the
babies
same
left
types
to
of
die
people
while
seem
their
to
brothers
oppose
were
that
properly
greatly.
fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
You really need co-workers, my dude.
What's
Yep.
going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
Why would it be
You do
damaging?
realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed.
Because
You know how many
drama
rules are broken in this hospital every day
hurts
just to
work
keep it
efficiency.
running?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, like damage.
What we're
Yeah,
doing.
damaging to the hospital. I thought he meant damaging to them psychologically, which I was
I'd
like,
like to see
what?
Wise choice, Dr.
I would
Reed.
like to see your goods.
Reliable
Drop
is
trowel.
what everybody needs.
Show me that peen, man.
Right, does he have common handle parts? He does. We need those.
I can ride a
Yeah.
bike with common handlebars. I'm not even kidding, I can. I've done it before.
Me too, man.
Nice.
How weird.
We are very bike ready or something.
Bike righty.
Yeah.
Never quite heard that. Heard it said that way before. Oh, I can't do that yet.
What? Blink through windows?
No,
Shoot lasers?
yeah, that.
True, lasers weren't invented in that time. They were invented later.
Well, not much
And
later.
for the
even.
rest of time. I mean, not that they were... Wait, there was loot there, right?
No,
Oh, I thought the box was loot.
I thought so too. That's why I went
It was
next
lying.
to it.
I always found it kind of funny, though, that sometimes things are invented twice. Like, for instance, plumbing.
Jonathan, come in.
Wasn't the second invention just a derivative of the old one?
Fascinating, is it not?
I'm not sure.
In the last
Right, now
decade,
listen to the music right here.
mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes.
Like, all I can hear is fucking
The
Deus Ex.
human body.
Like
Biology
Deus
is
Ex
the
music.
ultimate frontier.
I see what you mean.
It does not fit
The
the
more we
setting
explore
at
its
all.
boundaries, the less we're able to
I
trace
think
a
it
clear
does,
line between
because
life and death.
I don't have a strong connection to the Deus Ex games.
No, it's not that. It's like
You,
electronica in
have
that
fit
time
in
period.
both
Just
countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting
I know
about
what you mean, but it
vampires
doesn't
with you,
bother
I would
me.
say.
Like, I get your point,
This must
but
be
I
all so new
disagree.
to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How
I
stimulating
mean,
it
if it
must
would
be.
be like Heartbase or
I wish I
something,
could
that
share
would not
your
fit.
enthusiasm, Dr. Swan.
No, it fits
But
the
my condition
atmosphere of this
defies
moment,
scientific
but it does not
explanation.
fit the atmosphere of the game.
Undead, unalive,
Okay, yeah, I get that.
immortality
I think
defies
that
logic.
Electronica does
I
not fit
cannot
inside this
express my
universe
thrill
at
this
all.
serendipitous
Yeah.
turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
I'm a living paradox.
It sounds a bit crazy, but sure.
There is an absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Oh, this.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
Rob a bank.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors.
Rob our benefactors.
Unfortunately, our main
Don't-
donor has
don't
found herself in a bit
Rob
of a
the
bind.
benefactors.
Rob
Now,
the
if
bind.
you could help her out,
Rob the out.
Spokesman
I
or
was gonna say
politician
that.
you need. That's not my calling.
Rob the calling.
And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Pilfer the discretion.
discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury
Nick,
has
Lady
recently
Ashbury.
received rather indelicate
Nick
consequences.
Nicholas.
If revealed, would
I've never
jeopardize
understood
her
that though.
position.
Like, people
And you
who,
would like me to
I don't
eradicate
know,
this threat.
want ladies' underwear for reasons. I'm
No,
like,
of course not. I would
why?
like you to
Why
pay
do
her
people buy used
Her ladyship
underwear
is
on
certainly near
eBay
the
or
tents
whatever?
outside,
I
tending
don't
the
know.
sick. You can't miss her.
Strange to me.
Someone-
Do they
It's
Impossible
just
to
weird.
like having them? Like,
I'll see what kind of
what?
trouble
How
Lady
does that
Ashbury is in.
work?
Nail them to the walls, decorate an entire wall in panties.
Okay, that would actually be kind of hilarious. But like, other than that, I don't get it.
Alright, over here we have a rare species of vampire. By the way, if you want to read this,
You can pause and read it, and then resume, and keep listening to our completely cohesive commentary.
quite so.
It's kind of cool.
A warning letter.
Warning.
Dear Dr. Swansea, I must inform you of my deepest reservations concerning the Dr. Thorough Strickland and Harvey Fiddick case. Mr. Fiddick has been hospitalized after a severe work injury. He may prematurely lose the use of his arm if not treated adequately. Dr. Strickland claims that a surgical procedure may save the man's arm completely. I say it may also sever its functions for good if complications arise.
Is it sever?
I don't
No,
know.
that does not have an E in the end. It might be sever, but it might also be Old English that I don't understand.
Yeah. Our young colleague is an audacious and daring surgeon who might prove a great professional in a few years. But for now he lacks the skills to perform such a risky procedure. Need I remind you of the mistakes he made in the past? Since Dr. Strickland refuses to listen to me, I strongly advise you forbid him to perform such a hazardous experiment. Very respectfully, Dr. Waverly Ackroyd.
Imagine how much it would suck to do, no pun intended by the way, surgery without suction. Like where you can't suction the blood out.
Mm-hmm.
Just have to do most of it blind.
Here's the thing. Dear Dr. Swansea, I'll be glad to manage the temporary morgue as soon as it's opened. As I have already told you, I was a doctor during the war, and I will be glad to serve my country again. I know it is not the same being a physician for the dead as it is for the living, but I believe it is important to welcome and take good care of our departed too. Rest assured, I will do my best to fully perform this new duty to the best of my ability. Concerning the question of my qualifications, I'm sorry I can't give you anything more valuable than my parole. I swear to you that my regiment made me a doctor during the war, and that I saved many lives. If my word is not enough, you can contact the military administration to verify my experience and skills. They will confirm that even if I never followed any medical studies, the war taught me what a doctor really needs to know.
Ah, okay, so basically he became a field surgeon through necessity.
Yeah, appointed as a medic by mistake during the war.
Where did it say mistake?
It did not. The thing is, you don't appoint doctors just...
No, but like, if a guy gains some surgical skills during, like, let's say you're in a shelling and your body's bleeding out, and you end up suturing a vein or something and saving his life, and then keep doing shit like that until you're all of a sudden amputating gangrenous limbs and stuff.
You're still not a doctor. You're not a physician. You're not qualified to deal with, like, non-trauma.
Like, I agree with not qualified to deal with non-trauma, but like, he could still be a trauma surgeon, in my opinion.
It wasn't such a thing. Like, there isn't such a thing.
A trauma surgeon?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can be a trauma surgeon at an ER.
Like, yeah, but not like...
Yeah,
in
not,
that case,
not
they
at
have
that
to,
time,
they have
yeah,
to, that
yeah, that's true.
They have to deal with a lot of other shit too.
Yeah, like, I see nothing wrong with appointing him as that specifically, but
like,
he
as
can't
a
give medical advice for stuff
as a
not related
surgical assistant.
Yeah,
yes.
he'd be great.
Yeah, like a nurse.
Yeah, true. Like surgical nurse or whatever.
Yeah. Like, yeah, exactly. Just, but those need a lot of training. Probably way more than just...
I don't think they had a lot more training than that in those times, though.
Did they?
No, I'm saying... I don't know, but I'm not sure. I mean, this is supposed to be... Oh, it's post-World War I, actually.
Yeah, like...
I don't know how much training they had. Hell, now I want to read about that era of medicine.
Yeah. Also, sorry to any nurse that watches this. I just hella fucking implied you were worse than doctors.
I didn't think so. I thought you just meant their job is different, which it is. They deal with a lot of stuff that doctors don't. And
but like, I was speaking of like medical knowledge and...
Yeah, no, like prescriptions and like...
Yeah, and like I said in like a surgery room, a nurse is a surgical assistant, and that guy could fill that job.
Yeah.
Which is not what I meant. Like, not currently. I meant in these times.
Yeah. I agree.
Where things like "Don't question me, nurse" was a thing.
Yeah. How the past is so oddly chauvinistic, and it kind of like weirds me out. There's always this huge disconnect between, like, do you portray this accurately and make everyone be an asshole, or do you just make it like modern PC?
Like, you really shouldn't. Like, especially not in a... Like, this game may not be super historically accurate, but it is really accurate.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to attitudes and medical procedures. It takes a little bit of a license, since people weren't alive.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there's anybody who was alive back then, alive now.
Probably someone. Or like a handful of people or something.
Yeah, they must have been like 5 years old at the most.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, next time we eat a bagel.
Yeah!